Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Great Train Robbery. The year 1963 marked a defining moment in British criminal history with the audacious Great Train Robbery. This meticulously planned and daring heist captured the imagination of the nation and sent shockwaves throughout the country. On this day, 8th of August 1963, a seemingly ordinary Royal Mail train carrying cash and valuables left Glasgow, Scotland, bound for London, England, travelling overnight. Unbeknownst to the authorities, a meticulously planned and audacious heist was about to unfold that would go down in history as one of Britain's most infamous criminal exploits. The mastermind behind the Great Train Robbery was Bruce Reynolds, a seasoned criminal with a flair for meticulous planning. Reynolds assembled a team of skilled robbers, each chosen for their specific expertise. The gang meticulously studied the train's route and devised a cunning plan to halt the train at a predetermined location, using a false signal placed on the tracks. As the train came to a halt, the robbers overpowered the train crew and made off with a staggering £2.6 million, equivalent to approximately £53 million today, in cash, a sum that remains one of the largest hauls in British criminal history. Following the successful heist, the gang managed to evade the initial police dragnet and disappear into the British countryside. The meticulous planning and calculated execution of the crime allowed the robbers to enjoy a brief period of freedom. However, the law eventually caught up with them, and in subsequent months, the majority of the gang members were apprehended and brought to justice. Notably, Ronnie Biggs, one of the robbers, managed to escape from prison and spent decades as a fugitive before eventually surrendering and serving time for his role in the crime. The Great Train Robbery of 1963 had far-reaching consequences for British society and law enforcement. The heist not only exposed vulnerabilities within the country's transportation and security systems, but also highlighted the resourcefulness and audacity of organised criminals. This high-profile crime prompted a renewed focus on improving security measures for the transportation of valuable goods, leading to the implementation of stricter protocols and safeguards. Furthermore, the Great Train Robbery had a profound impact on the public's perception of crime and criminality. The audacity of the heist and the media coverage it garnered served as a reflection of the changing social dynamics of the 1960s. The robbers were often portrayed as folk heroes in the media, capturing the fascination and romanticism of a public disillusioned with authority figures. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.